This build project started a long time ago. I originally saw the body on eBay for $70 at Vibeworks Guitars DIY Kits. It was described as an Alder skeletonized Stratocaster body. It was worth the risk of $70 to see what I would get. After I got the body months back, and after examining and finding it was a fairly good quality made body, I decided I would attempt to build sometime in the future. The issue is, I'm really in a learning mode when it comes to refinishing guitar bodies. I'm doing some here and there and watching a lot of how-to YouTube videos. I really like my Gibson SG in cherry and decided to order the same color stain from StewMac. I've been trying different types of stain and dyes on guitars. I've read and seen videos of folks using the Rit Dyes that are used for dyeing clothing. I tried several projects with this and really wasn't happy with the results that I got. Even straight onto the wood, undiluted, the outcome is just not very dark. After sanding the skeleton body and staining it with the StewMac stain, I was happy with the investment I had made in the StewMac product. Little bottles are not cheap, but they really go a long ways. I can probably do 4 or 5 projects with the bottle that I purchased. After final sanding, I applied many coats of Mohawk satin nitro lacquer. I prefer using satin on my projects. I just like the look. The rest of the project came together by the gods of availability, meaning that basically I selected components of what I already had in my shop. I had a tortoiseshell Stratocaster pickguard with a set of Seymour Duncan hot-rodded humbucker pickups installed. This is a set of pickups from Seymour Duncan with an SH-4 JB for the bridge and an SH-2N Jazz model for the neck. This is my all-time favorite set of humbuckers. They go for about $198 new. I've done a few Stratocaster builds on the channel with 2 humbuckers. For this guitar, going with the unusual theme that the body brings, I thought it was an appropriate way to go. For the electronics, I did not do anything unusual. I built a circuit with a master volume and tone control with a Telecaster style 3-way switch. The pots are both CTS 500K, and I added a 0.022 UF capacitor to the tone pot. The 3-way switch is an Oak Grigsby, and the output jack is a Tone Pro jack. I had a Babbitt's Stratocaster bridge that I had purchased a ways back that I really wanted to try and a build for a Stratocaster. The experience I had with this stellar bridge came from owning a few of the Fender Made in Japan Aerodyne Stratocaster and Telecasters. At first observation, to me, they seemed a little overwhelming with the number of adjustments that you could make. I kind of fall into the category of I like simple is better. The Babbitt's FCH 6-point Z Series Strat Tremolo is what I ended up purchasing, and it goes for about $150. With the patented eCam saddle system, you supposedly get the following: an increased dynamic range, increased sustain, pitch stability, and the ability to fully lock down the bridge saddles. String height, the action, and intonation adjustments remain secure even when removing the strings. After installing the bridge, I found it is not as challenging as I thought to make adjustments. You just have different Allen screws that lock down your adjustments. You need to loosen the locks first, and then you have a different Allen screw that provides the ability, like as an example, to adjust the height for each saddle. Then you adjust the intonation with the screws on the back of the bridge. Once you're done with making all of your adjustments, you tighten all the lockdown Allen screws again, and you're good to go. Last choice for this build was the neck that I selected. I had a Fender Classic 70s Bullet large headstock neck that I had picked up. The only issue is it has a few chips in the finish around a couple of the tuners. It has the F-style tuners, which I kind of like those. Once I drilled the 2 remaining holes needed to attach a 3-hole neck to a 4-hole body, I was also pretty much good to go forward with my assembly. Some observations overall. This is a very odd combination of components, and the end product, my wife is kind of on the fence and doesn't know if she likes it or not. I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. It's just really strange. If it was produced by Fender Esquire, it would most definitely be part of some sort of paranormal series that they would come out with. The build out was actually pretty easy. The body came with all of the holes pre-drilled, minus just the holes for the pickguard. It even had holes for the strap peg and trim cover. I expected the guitar to be headstock heavy because of the mass removed from the body being skeletonized. It really isn't. It balances out just, I think, right on the edge. The guitar's final weight is 7 pounds and 1/2 ounce, which is really nice. It's very nice to hold and to play, and I could see you being able to play this guitar for a long time. The bridge is solidly made, and I think in appearance striking when installed on the guitar. I haven't had it long enough to see if it really holds up to everything that they say they'll do, but the guitar does seem to really kind of stay in tune a little bit better once you get it set up and your strings are stretched and locked in. Because of the wiring and Seymour Duncan hot-rodded humbucker pickups, the guitar does not sound like a Stratocaster. I guess that's okay though, because it only vaguely looks like a Stratocaster.